whoever want it. If you want it, come get me. You know where I'm at if you want it. If you want it, come see me. I give it to whoever want it. If you want it, come get me. You know where I'm at if you want it. Cause I feel no evil.
As I walk through this valley, or I walk down my alley, there's no telling what I'll see. So I'm ready for whatever, yeah, yeah. So I walk with no worries. You can kill me, but you can't hurt me. Cause I've been no evil. Yes, I've been no evil.
I'm so lethal. Came equipped, I keep my pistol. Don't piss me off, should be illegal. Out off your head, make you pay my legal fees. I got no fear, I fear no evil. I said that twice now, this is the sequel. This is an upgrade like you tinted your windows from XP to Vista. I'm changing the system. They said I need Jesus cause I shot off the steeple. I refuse to be another one of your sheeple. That painting that you worshiping, they should've named him Jesse Smith. Don't know who that is, but that ain't Jesus. Long brown straight hair, looking like the big member of the Beatles. Nazi blue eyes, looking nothing like his people. I refuse to bow to the white man's God. Burn down your whole religion, calling out your fraud. All praises to the Most High, Yeshua HaMashiach, Shabbat Barak Yah. I got this burning inside, I'm setting fire to your church house. If that's what it takes to get the preacher to bring the church out, bring them out, bring them out. Let's see if you look like the God you sing about. Let's see if you really represent what Jesus be about. Let's see if you would get them gangsters in or if you keep them out. Let's see how you feel when they come in and cast your demons out. I fear no evil.
As I walk through this valley, or I walk down my alley, there's no telling what I'll see. So I'm ready for whatever, yeah, yeah. So I walk with no worries. You can kill me, but you can't hurt me. Cause I fear no evil. Said I fear no evil. As I walk through this valley, or I walk down my alley, there's no telling what I'll see. So I'm ready for whatever, yeah, yeah. So I walk with no worries. You can kill me, but you can't hurt me. Cause I fear no evil. Said I fear no evil.
I fear no people. I don't wrestle with flesh and blood, my battle is spiritual. But I can't lie, I'm sending dreadheads to your lobby if you disrespect me. Prayer warriors laying praying hands, please don't test me. I got the drive and the power of a brand new Tesla. No gassing me up, no passing me up, no playing me, ask Alexa. You gonna roll me? I'm sending your whole team into helter skelter. Don't call the police, we don't get them involved in our dilemmas. I'm an honest black man in America. It's scary to see it, but it's more scary to be it. I'm still leery when Christians say my color they don't see. Or when white boys call me, cause I don't know how they mean it. Or when black folks say don't use it, cause the term is still demeaning. Or when say it's cool because we chopped and screwed the meaning. Or that I am just American cause slavery was distant. Or that I'm no longer black because I'm Christian. Don't get it mistaken, I'm a Christian but I'm still black. Yes, I'm college educated, but I'm still black. We moved to the burbs, segregated, but I'm still black. No ignorant opinions don't negate the fact I'm still black. White supremacy is still a thing, and that's big facts. And sadly, self-hate promotes our own oppression. But we gon' keep that in the family, discuss with discretion. While we at it, let's talk about mental health and depression. Speak up, cause these demons creeping, you better believe it. Keep up with me as I'm scheming to further the kingdom. You know I see and I hear evil, but I don't speak it. I got these three monkeys round me, but I fear no evil. I roll with holy hooligans, they causing havoc. They hella hard, cause your heart's a panic. Love of God, gang banging, bet you won't understand it. My OP satanic, but my OG gigantic. That's why I fear no evil, hey.
As I walk through this valley, or I walk down my alley, there's no telling what I'll see. So I'm ready for whatever, yeah, yeah. So I walk with no worries. You can kill me, but you can't hurt me. Cause I fear no evil. Said I fear no evil. As I walk through this valley, or I walk down my alley, there's no telling what I'll see. So I'm ready for whatever, yeah, yeah. So I walk with no worries. You can kill me, but you can't hurt me. Cause I fear no evil.
If you want it, come
see me.
I give it to whoever want it. If you want it, come get me. You know where I'm at if you want it, 'cause I feel no evil.
As I walk through this valley, oh, I walk down my alley, there's no telling what I'll see. So I'm ready for whatever, yeah. So I walk with no worries. You can kill me, but you can't hurt. Why? 'Cause I've been known. Let me hear you say it. As I walk through this valley, oh, I walk down my alley, there's no telling what I'll see. So I'm ready for whatever, yeah. So I walk with no worries. You can kill me, but you can't hurt me. 'Cause I've been no evil. I've been no evil.
Make some noise. Make some crazy noise for my man Kenneth James Ellis. Woo! How y'all feeling? Y'all feeling good? It's a little hot in here, huh? You tired? I'm tired too. Let's trade places. You come up here. No, you good? All right. So I want to welcome you guys to Live at the Hangar. My name is Tre Cosmos. Woo! So, the song is called Fear No Evil. And I know the whole purpose of this is to explain the songs, explain the music. One thing I like to do, I like to make music that has coded messages in it. And it's kind of your responsibility to decode it. So I'm gonna crack it open a little bit for you. Is that cool? Is that cool? Okay. So, Fear No Evil. To explain it better, I'm gonna tell y'all a story about a guy named Bass Reeves. Who in here knows who Bass Reeves is? Raise your hand. Anybody know who Bass Reeves is? Nobody knows who Bass Reeves is. Well, that's cool. So Bass Reeves, I'm gonna tell you his name. You're gonna know his actual nickname in a second. So Bass Reeves actually used to be a slave. He was an ex-slave. He ran away. And he was really good with weapons, really good with guns. As a matter of fact, he was so good that he became a U.S. Marshal. And his job was to hunt down the most wanted criminals, right? So he would go and find guys who were serial killers, who were bank robbers. They did really vicious crimes, and his job was to go find them, was to capture them dead or alive, right? And he was so good with his gun, and they were so scared of him that most of the criminals would find out Bass Reeves was after them, and they would just give up and turn themselves in. He really didn't have to kill a lot of people, right? He didn't have to, because most of them would say, oh, no, he's after us, oh, he's gonna catch us. Let's just turn ourselves in, right? But there was this incident where he found one of the most wanted criminals at the time, right? And he captured him. He told him, I'm taking you in, dead or alive. The guy put up a fight. They drew their weapons, drew their guns, and he killed them, turned them in dead, right? He was the most wanted criminal. You know, they pressed charges against him for that. And the headline was not U.S. Marshal killed a criminal. The headline was ran away slave killed a white man, right? And because of that, he had a whole system of people against him now, a system that he worked for. And to him, it was kind of confusing. I'm sure that would be confusing for you, right? I did my job, I did what I'm supposed to do, and now you're after me. Of course, those charges, those charges were dropped, and you know, he never had to do jail time for that. But he went on, and his story was told actually for generations. Anybody heard of the Lone Ranger? You heard of that? Bass Reeves was the Lone Ranger. But at the time when they made that show, they couldn't fathom having a lead role by a black man, let alone an ex-slave. So they made it a white man with a black mask on, right? And now, generations later, you have no idea who he is, but you do know the Lone Ranger. And so, one of the most important lines in Fear No Evil, the reason why it's called Fear No Evil is because my job in this world is to use the gospel to change the black community and to affect the black community. And I know that may sound like it's excluding people. It doesn't exclude you at all, because the gospel's for all of y'all, right? But some people were for the Jews and some were for the Gentiles. And when I'm with the Jews, I'm with the Jews. When I'm with the Gentiles, I'm with the Gentiles. It just so happens I'm with a certain group of people most of the time, right? And I end up having to be that Lone Ranger. And sometimes I have to look at the system that's against me and against my people and say, hey, I have a college degree, right? I do ministry work. I mentor young people. I work in schools and go and teach them how to be better men, right? I do all of this. I make disciples. I work in ministry. And yet, when I go to certain places, older white women will clutch their bags and switch arms because they think I might rob them. Yeah, so everywhere I go, I'm still black. And I have to tell them that. But see, there's the other side, right? And I'm sure Bass Reeves had to go to his people and say, yo, I can't believe you're working for the government and you go and doing this. See, I told you they would do that. I told you they would arrest you for this. I told you they would do. He said, hey, but guess what? I know I'm doing all of that, but I'm still black. The thing is, Christ gave us an identity in him. But no matter what, all of this is sweat. My color isn't coming off. And I have to navigate through a world where, yes, I am a Christian, but yes, I navigate as a black man too, right? And I navigate as a lot of different things. And I want you to always know that the identity God put in you was made for you. Yes, God sees your color. He sees your ethnicity. He sees your nationality. He sees your height. He sees your weight. He sees your personality. He sees all of those things. As a matter of fact, when he was creating the stars, he designed you. And he said, you know what? I'm gonna make Tre Cosmos, Rashard Timothy Creeks, that's my government. I just told the whole internet, but it's cool. I'm gonna make Rashard Timothy Creeks, and I'm gonna make him look like this. I'm gonna make him act like this. I'm gonna make him talk like this. He's gonna experience these things. He's gonna be around these people. And even though the people that wanna do good in his life may seem evil, but just like Jesus told Peter, get thee behind me, Satan. I'm not talking to you, because you, my brother, are not Satan, right? But sometimes the enemy uses people to try to get into your mind and think people are the enemy. But notice that's something I said. I fear no people. I don't wrestle against flesh and blood, right? My enemy are the principalities, are the rulers of darkness in this world. And so I want to band together with everyone and say, look, I fear no evil, no matter how it looks. Even if it's a church that says, you know what, we can't do things the way that you want to do it. I tell them, get thee behind me, Satan, I fear no evil. So that's what that song is about. But you got to listen to the album to get more. You'll decode it a lot. I could go bar for bar. We'll be here all night. I'm not going to do that. But y'all like that? Fear no evil? Y'all make some noise for that one time. Yeah. At the moon, babe, wishing I could be where you are. Got me out here looking crazy, feeling like you played me. Never thought that we could ever be this far. We drifted planets away. Who's telling you not to stay? I'm flashing back memories. I wish these thoughts could erase, but they're so hard to replace because I miss you. And now I'm drifting into this retrograde motion. You keep me back to this illusion. I can't escape your bed. Round and round we go, back and forth we dance like a merry-go. Round and round we go, back and forth we dance like a merry-go-round. Hey,
I've always dreamed of forever with you, but now our love is void like the you what you tripping for. You're the reason I was drifting for, and now I'm living off. You played me first, can't lie, it hurt. Thought you would be here forever, and that's what makes it worse. Gave you my everything, gave you my heart. Only way we can grow now is if we grow apart. But we're on two different planets, space and distance is the vanish of the damage.
Now I'm drifting into this
Retrograde emotion. You keep me coming back to this illusion. I can't escape your orbit.
round,
Round
round,
and round
round,
we go.
go,
Back
round,
and forth,
round,
dance
round,
like a merry-go
go,
round
round,
and round we
round,
go.
round,
Back and
go,
forth, back and forth. Dance like a
hands up.
I've always dreamed of forever with you, but now our love is going like the moon.
Hey,
Our stars aligned at the time it was true, but now we're in retrograde, caught up in retrograde with you. I've always dreamed of forever with you, but now our love is going like the moon. Our stars aligned at the time it was true, but now we're in retrograde, caught up in retrograde with you. I've always dreamed of forever with you, but now our love is going like the moon. Our stars aligned at the time it was true, but now we're in retrograde, caught up in retrograde with you. I've always dreamed of forever with you, but now our love is going like the moon. Our stars aligned at the time it was true,
but now we're in retrograde, caught up in retrograde with you. Y'all make some noise for Jayla Day. All right. So, retrograde. Anybody know what that means? No? So retrograde, I'm a not be a nerd tonight, and I'm gonna just make it short, okay? But basically, you have a solar system, right? And the sun is in the middle. My man knows. He's like, yeah. The sun is in the middle, right? And you got other planets, and we go around the earth at different rates, right? And so there's a point where when you look at the planets, they look like they're going this way, and then it wraps around the sun the other way, and now it looks like it's going backwards. They call that retrograde, right? Because to us, it just looks like everything is going backwards. And so there's some superstitions with that, some superstitious stuff. I don't really subscribe to all of that, but most people just think, oh, when we're in retrograde, it's like the world just flipped upside down and crazy things are happening, right? But it's a cycle. It's something that keeps happening over and over. This song is about being stuck in a cycle, right? And you're stuck in this cycle with this person that's it's a toxic relationship to you, right? And you're just stuck, and you keep going back to this person. It's like, man, I keep getting in retrograde because we can't go anywhere. Like, there's nothing here. There's nothing here. And the only thing that's keeping us together is sex and lustful desires. That's the only thing that we can say that is keeping us connected, which we know that's not that's not a good thing, right? I mean, that's something that should only be shared with your spouse, and obviously we're not. But I had a thought one day, and I thought, I joke around with my friends all the time. Like, it's really funny if you're married and you do Christian music and you make a song about sex, Like, all right, it's cool because y'all married, right? That's cool. But you don't hear single people talking about it, right? Not in music anyway. And so this was something that was very real to a lot of people, right? That you get stuck in this cycle, in this lustful relationship. That's the only thing that is driven by. And that may not even be your thing. It could be other things that you're connected to, and you're in this cycle. But sin is the only thing, because it feels so good, you keep going back to it. It's the only thing that's keeping you connected to it. And so that's what this was about, being stuck in retrograde. And sometimes some other force has to come in and say, we're going to cut all that. We're going to cut this cycle. We're going to cut all this off. We're going to move past this, right? So that's what that song is about. Again, this whole album is talking about topics that we don't normally hear in Christian music, right? And I wanted to reach into the depths of my own testimony and things that I've dealt with, and just go down into the depths and say, look, let's put all of this on blast. I'm gonna put myself on blast, my whole story on blast for y'all. I did that for y'all, so make some noise for yourselves. But yeah, I want to do something just because I think it would be fun to do something different. Anybody have a question about that song? Anybody have a question? Anybody? Who is it about? Wow. Well, I'm definitely not gonna put names out there, but not giving a lot of details. But I was definitely I'm getting all hot, more hot than I was before. You got me. That was a good one. So this song was about a past relationship that I was in. I'm gonna say a few exes ago. Hey, you trying to be messy? That's not cool. That's not funny. Nah. But a few exes ago, all right. And it was like, it doesn't matter how much time was in between the time that we talked, right? It didn't matter. We could go months without talking, a year without talking. It didn't matter, right? Every time something would happen, right? And usually it stemmed from our own depression and loneliness, and it's like, hey, big head, that type of stuff, right? And every time I would get y'all acting like y'all don't know what I'm talking about. Y'all know about the hey, big head. Thank you. You don't know what I'm talking about. You don't know what I'm talking about. Okay. but you get that text, right? You get that text from an ex, and that was wrong. I should put that in the remix. You get a text from the ex, and it's like, all right, let me go back to this and explore and see. Maybe there was something different this time, right? Maybe things are different now. We're doing different things in our career. We've grown as people. Our personalities have possibly changed. Let's try this again. And it never worked. But one thing always worked, and that was it. I'm not going to say it again, but y'all know what I meant. And that was the only thing that was keeping that connection. And so I had to eventually just say, you know what? Forget it. Blocking you on everything, all the text messages, social media, email. I had to put it in my spam, fam, because, she would send me an email. So I had to put it in my spam, like, look, I got to cut it all the way off. Everything in my life that was holding me back from fulfilling God's purpose, I had to cut it off. And it's a struggle, right? I'm not saying this as this is something I did in the past before I got saved. I did most of my dirt after I got saved, right? Just being honest with you. So this is a Christian man. This is how a single Christian man has to navigate through this world full of temptation. Eventually, we just have to say, you know what? I got to shut everything off. I got to cut this person off. This was a maybe. Well, we never really went there, but there was potential, so I got to cut that off. And I got to just put myself alone with the moon, right? Put myself alone and say, you know what, God, it's just me and you for a season. And so that's what the song is about. Eventually getting to the point where you cut that cycle. So y'all make some noise for Retrograde. I love you too. All right. It seems like every single day I ask myself the same questions. Why do I exist? Why have I been blessed with the gifts God's given me? No, not only physically, but mentally and spiritually. He told me I was fearfully and wonderfully made, handcrafted design. But I don't feel the same. So much crap on my mind. I just keep on replaying every part of my demise. And I keep on remaking every part of my disguise. And I keep on repaying for the same old mistakes. And I keep on delaying the next step I should take. And he keep on replaying the last time I took a leap of faith. I should have known I was destined for greatness. I should have known he'd keep me in the dangerous places and give me safety. I should have known he'd know where to place me. He made me for heaven's sakes. No, for kingdom's sakes. Put a price on my life and he raised the stakes. But I gamble my salvation almost every day. And he keeps on blessing me with amazing grace. So I'm going to keep on praying. I'm laying on my face like, God, I surrender. Take me out this place. Let me pull that trigger. Give me pills to take. Overdose on liquor. Let my liver break. He said, wait. Give it all to me. I'll make it right. In my hands, I got your life. It's not yours to take. Yes, Lord.
Oh, no, no, no. My mind is racing, heart palpitating. Shortness of breath feels like I haven't caught it yet. But wait, I'm not moving. So am I choosing to lean on what I brought onto myself and not on what you said to me? So to worry is to not believe at all. And I know you'll catch me right before I begin to fall. So I hear your peace speaking into me, bringing it into the stormy sea. And I'll trust that from this moment.
Feels like the sky is falling, my mind's stuck in the clouds. Legs too weak for walking, my whole life's tumbling down. I'm so scared, I need your help, and it's screaming out. I'm at war with my own mind, and you stepped in to remind me. Gonna be alright, alright, alright.
We're gonna be just fine.
Alright, alright, alright. We're gonna be just fine, just fine, just fine.
I got this feeling of falling like the sky can't hold me. Lord, I don't know where I'm going. You gon' have to show me. Taking me to the unknown where nobody knows me. Traveling down through the valley can become so lonely. I know I'll reach my destination. I'm just moving slowly. I know my fears will try to stop me like a soccer goalie. But you told me that you would hold me, never let me go. I may not see the sun, but you gave me a steady glow. I've been feeling so down, down, down. Face to the ground, ground, ground. My tears are like rivers that water your seeds of hope. It's planted next to the ocean where you have anchored my soul. So I hear your peace speaking into me, bringing it into my stormy seas.
And I'll trust that from this moment
We're gonna be just fine.
Feels like the sky is falling,
my mind's stuck in the clouds. Legs too weak for walking, my whole life's tumbling down.
I'm so scared.
Need your help, hear me screaming out. I'm at war with my own mind. You stepped in to remind me. We're gonna be alright, alright, alright.
We're gonna be
Just fine, just fine, just fine. We're gonna
Y'all make some noise. Y'all make some noise for the wonderful songwriter, singer, worshiper, Deron Garrett. And a special shout out, I gotta say this. Jakari is 18 years old. This was the first song she ever recorded ever in her life. Her first time ever in the studio. Y'all make some noise for Jakari. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all. So, just fine. I feel like the words are very simple, right? Just fine. You know, I was in a place where I felt like my life was just spinning around, right? Like the words say, I felt like I was upside down, right? I felt like I was alone. I was in darkness, right? Can you imagine? I just want you to think about if Jesus Christ, we say he's the Son, and we put the play on words, and he's the S-O-N, and he's also the S-U-N, and we get all happy, and yay, that's awesome. But you know what? There's a time in the day where the sun goes down, and you don't see the sun anymore. I was in that place in my life where the sun went down. I didn't see the sun anymore. All I saw was the moon. And the moon made me think about my depression. It made me think about being alone. It made me think about taking my life. And you know what? Guess what happened? I would love to tell you that God miraculously came in. He swooped in. He said, you know what? Here's the solution to all of your problems. I just fix it automatically. Everything is great. And everybody went crazy. And y'all said, hallelujah. Everybody say hallelujah. But that's not how the story happened. That's not how the story happened. Because I woke up the next day and everything was the same. I had the same feeling. I had the same thoughts. I was in the same situation. And then the next day, and then the next day, and then the next day. But you know what did happen? One day, talking to friends, talking to different people, just, you know, in my alone time with God as well, I finally realized in this place is where he wants me to be right now. Because he has something else for me on the other side. And I may not be able to see the next season. I may not be able to, I sound like I'm preaching. I'm not trying to preach. I may not be able to see what's going to happen. But I just know there's a reason why he has me here, right? We hear this all the time. I felt like I was deep down in dirt, right? I was practically dead. I felt like I was 6 feet under. But then I realized, you know what? I'm a seed. So he had to plant me, right, in this dark place by myself alone. And then he watered me, right? And then eventually I grew and it became better. But in that moment, though, this song is about being in that moment. It's not about what happened afterwards when everything was great. It's about that moment. It's about when you were alone with the moon. Because one thing I noticed was that the moon in itself doesn't give any light. But the only reason you can see it is because the sun is shining on it. So that was my symbol to let me know. It was like the Batman sign, right? I don't see Batman right now, but Batman is right around the corner, right? But you know what? I just got to endure this night. And it may not be great for this night, but I can tell you one thing. When I changed my mind, when I started seeing things differently, when instead of me beating myself up, or instead of me feeling down about myself, or instead of me feeling depressed or feeling alone, I just changed my mind. I said, you know what, God? All right, you win. I'm going to just be patient and wait on you. I know it's not great right now, but it's just fine. It's just fine. It's not great. It's not amazing. I don't feel blessed right now. I don't want to use all those wonderful words right now. I don't want to say all of that, right? But I will say it's going to be all right. It's going to be just fine. And so one thing I wanted to do with this album, I want you, whenever you listen to it, listen to the whole thing, right? Because this is what worship sounds like to me. When it's nighttime, when you don't see the sun, when all you see is the moon. This song was a worship song to me. And before it was recorded, before any of that, before all of that, I would just sing it at night to myself, right? And I'm not ashamed. I'm a thug, but I'll say I was crying a little bit. I had a couple tears, you know. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it happens. But this is a song that I was singing to myself, you know, it's going to be all right. I feel like everything is flipped upside down. I feel like life isn't great. I feel like I'm not where I want to be, but it's going to be all right. Because eventually morning is going to come, right? And so I want you guys to always remember that. No matter what happens in your life, the sun is never too far. As a matter of fact, sometimes he treats you like a moonflower. It's the opposite of a sunflower. See, a moonflower only grows at night. A moonflower has to be in dark places to grow. So sometimes he had to make you a moonflower that you can grow in the nighttime. Did y'all have a good time tonight? Well, my name is Tre Cosmos once again. Thank y'all for coming out. Come on, y'all make some noise. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna introduce you guys to some of my friends. All right, so I need y'all to make some crazy noise and put your hands together when I call them up here. So first of all, y'all make some crazy, funky noise for my man, Kenneth James Ellis. All right. Y'all make some more crazy noise for Jayla Day. Yeah. I like that. And y'all make some crazy noise for Deron Garrett. Last but not least, y'all make some noise for Jakari. And now the band. Over here, we got my boy, Michael P on the guitar. Make some noise for Michael. On the drums, we got Johnny Jacobs. Woo! On the keys, we got my brother, Lawrence Creeks. And on the boom, 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 bass, we got Jesse Gomez. Thank y'all for coming to Live at the Hangar. Make some noise for yourselves.
All right, we can't leave this night without giving it up for the man of the hour. All the way from space, my bro Tre Cosmos!